When did criticism of the prequel trilogy become a defense of the Kennedyfilm era? Recently, some commenters maligned the prequels in response to my video commentary on The High Republic, The Acolyte, and Skeleton Crew. I didn't like those projects, and I was honest about their deficiencies, which caused several nastygrams in my comment sections. Fans have discussed the finer points of Star Wars for decades. But when
there is no interest in the common good,
I create videos to defend Star Wars from those who can't or won't be gracious and reasonable. In this case, I'll defend the prequels. If you enjoy the prequels and appreciate the following rebuttal, please like and subscribe at the end.
I need your help, son.
Let's begin. Welcome to Galactic Initiative. I'm your host, Jeff. First, allow me to share comments that defended Kennedyfilm through criticism of episodes 1, 2, and 3. Their authors intended to justify the studio's results, low viewership, ratings, and sales, by lashing out at the prequels. Since two wrongs don't make a right, I'm not sure how, even if true, their claims would have helped their cause.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Here's an example. In Vindication of Disney, this guy took a shot at the prequels.
I'm guessing you have not seen the prequels, as those are truly subpar films that proved Lucas had lost his touch.
What?
The adjective subpar could be applied fairly to a few elements of the prequels, but whether assessed individually or collectively, almost nothing about the prequels is subpar. I'll get to the facts soon. This one upheld the latest D+ series as a welcome departure from old, problematic George Lucas. The response to that series' record-low viewership, which I pointed out, was telling.
The original trilogy only worked because Lucas had a team of people who were dedicated to tidying up his dialogue, edits, and overall vision. When the prequels came around, George decided, you know what? I'm just gonna take the helm and do whatever I want, which resulted in wonky dialogue, lackluster acting, and numerous plot holes. I would argue the prequels are the most Lucas movies, which is precisely the problem with them. And I don't think honoring George or capturing the same vibe is the way to go.
Are these the words of a Star Wars fan? An attack on the prequels and Lucas as a storyteller. Whether or not you believe he was the man, the IP flourished under Lucas's leadership. By flourished, I mean ascended to heights never before and never since achieved in the history of entertainment. Lucas is not above critique, but no doubt, the prequels are a favorable part of his legacy. Again, I'll get to the facts soon. In the interest of time, I'll summarize other comments that illustrate the trend.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3 were terrible and the Clone Wars didn't help, but the Bad Batch fixed everything.
Twice the pride, double the fall.
The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew surpassed the prequels in quality.
Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
The High Republic novels were superior prequels.
Really?
Star Wars' decline began with the prequels. Disney is trying to pick up the pieces.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Kennedy has outperformed Lucas. Just look at the prequels.
We have a job to do, Anakin. Try not to upset him.
So, what's with the recent criticism? In the past, I never confronted these prequel-hating comments. Are we experiencing divergent timelines? Are there two different fan bases now? I'm not suggesting a split in the original group. I'm wondering, are we living in a Venn diagram with a large circle of Lucas fans and a small circle of Disney fans? And when Disney releases Star Wars projects, the circles move further apart. Seriously, which would you rather?
He could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life.
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power, posing as a religion, a delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable.
No amount of prequel bashing will justify Kennedyfilm's mistakes. Sorry, Mouseketeers. Ready for the facts? The prequel trilogy succeeded by objective metrics. In annual box office rankings, The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith finished first, and Attack of the Clones finished second. Theaters' midnight premieres sold out. In fact, all of Lucas's Star Wars episodes are all-time top 100 movies. Through digital cameras and VFX using CGI, the prequels revolutionized filmmaking. Attack of the Clones was the first major motion picture recorded entirely with digital cameras. Lucas's post-production work, including visual and sound editing, became the industry standard.
I'd hoped you would be pleased.
With sales of toys, games, physical copies, and other merchandise, the prequels broke records. During its DVD release, The Phantom Menace outsold every previous film. Not impressed? You should be. Episode 1 wasn't available on DVD for 2.5 years. VHS, you had a good run. Retailers hosted after-hours events to unveil new Star Wars toys before all 3 films and the Clone Wars.
I don't think people realize that a lot of people are going to be out here at midnight.
I have more data, but I won't belabor the point. According to subjective metrics, the prequels delivered mixed results. People have poked fun at their pace, acting, dialogue, and digital environments since their debuts, myself included. I cherish the films, but I'm honest about their shortcomings. The quote-unquote love story in Attack of the Clones always draws flack.
I don't like sand. Believe me, I wish that I could just wish away my feelings.
Each episode inspired derisive memes. Thousands of memes.
I have the high ground!
Critics never held the prequels in high regard. However, the films captured the zeitgeist of the early 2000s. They became currency in pop culture. From my YouTube channel, I've learned 2 generations, Y and Z, are fiercely loyal to the prequels and the Clone Wars. With reason.
If you have warriors, now is the time.
The fall of Anakin Skywalker, the fall of the Republic, and the fall of the Jedi Order. Chapters reminiscent of classic Greek and Shakespearean tragedies. All depicted with compelling scenes that featured interesting characters, amazing visual effects, thrilling action, and narrative twists. For all the memes, for all the derision, the prequels are must-watch movies. I need only a few words to elicit indelible memories. A communications disruption. The negotiations were short. There's always a bigger fish.
Not for a Sith.
Republic credits.
Jedi reflexes. The fastest ever built. It's Skywalker.
Clouded this boy's future is.
A vote of no confidence.
We got a grand army.
Wipe them out. Do it for me, milady.
Investigation is implied in our mandate. I hate it when he does that. A Camino saber dart. Attachment is forbidden.
They'll do their job well.
Seismic charges. Stay with me, Mom.
There are no bounty hunters here.
I love democracy. Geonosis.
The dark side I sense in you.
War has begun.
Do it.
Another happy landing. Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Not from a Jedi.
Hello there.
Unlimited power. Execute Order 66.
And so it is.
The Republic will be reorganized.
Your new empire. You were my brother, Anakin.
There's got a name. I know.
Last year, the theatrical re-release of Episode 1 for its 25th anniversary earned over $19 million in one weekend. Nostalgia is a factor for all of Lucas's Star Wars films now. Conclusions. The prequels were prosperous but imperfect enterprises. When they're judged by the standards of commerce, technology, and entertainment, their value is undeniable. When they're assessed for screenwriting and directing, their flaws are debatable. As decades pass, existing fans appear more forgiving, but normies seem less interested. Against all-time top 100 movies. Against the most profitable IP in entertainment history. Against Lucasfilm, ILM, and Pixar. Against countless millions of happy fans worldwide. Some may argue taste, but none may argue success. The prequels are infinitely better than The High Republic, The Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, The Bad Batch, Ahsoka, and all the other productions that commenters were defending by attacking them. Prequel fans, what are your thoughts? How would you respond to these comments? Thank you for watching. You've reached the end, so please, if I improved your day, like and subscribe. Check out Galactic Initiative for all things Star Wars.
Galactic Initiative is not authorized or endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited. The name Star Wars and all related materials are registered trademarks of Lucasfilm Limited, a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, all rights reserved. Galactic Initiative is a registered trademark, and other product and company names are trademarks of their respective holders. Use does not imply affiliation or endorsement.